There's a certain rhythm and vibrancy here, an energy all of its own. From its roots as a small cattle ranching town, a city now stands as a thriving metropolis, a cultural hub brightly colored and forward-thinking. Yet ingrained in Calgary's identity is a connection to the past, and to the prairies, and to the towering peaks of the Rocky Mountains, the city uniquely situated on the threshold of both.
And it's really hard.
That's the noise I make anyways.
And he also like,
that one, yeah.
And it's in these contrasts of landscapes, of culture, of the relationship between history and the future that I find myself completely consumed. For the explorer, the possibilities seem endless. From city to wilderness, it's unlike anywhere that I've ever been. I've always loved to travel, and music has allowed me to see much of the world. But a musician's life has one constant: change. From day to day, it's a new city, a new venue, a new crowd. But with time away comes clarity, and being on the road has revealed something to me that I've probably always known, but hadn't formalized in my mind: that my heart is here. And it's days like this, I understand now, that I need in my life. Naoto Aoki and I have done this float on the world-famous Bowriver countless times in the past. Close friend and renowned guide in the area, Naoto has put me on more fish than I can remember. But today is a new mission. Today is about another close friend of mine, Paul Norris, and finding him his first fish on the fly. New to fly fishing, I can't imagine a better introduction to this sport than Paul hooking into a giant brown or rainbow on one of the greatest trout streams in the world.
So we like that spot right there?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to learn the spot to be, obviously.
Yeah, man.
So the rough water and then the calm just beside it?
Yes, ideally, kind of. But I love it.
And then, with a handful of flies donated to the river and some 8 or 9 fish lost, it finally happened. Paul Norris's first fish landed on the bow.
Oh, set.
I got it.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, okay. Yeah, baby. Woo.
A gorgeous rainbow trout.
You just dragged me up as this.
And you just don't even realize it because it's in your backyard. Like it's just, this is the top. Like it's just amazing. So cool.
It's Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. And we threw you in the deep end.
You swam your way to the top of Everest.
And now I just don't understand the metaphor. Too many mixed metaphors.
After a day on the water, there's nothing better than a well-prepared meal shared in a beautiful location with friends. One of my favorites is the River Cafe in downtown Calgary, where we set our minds on the accomplishments of the day and plan for day 2 of our adventure
That was
tomorrow.
a lot of fun. So good, man. Like, I mean, watching the moment between like sensei and student and watching that whole thing happen, that was pretty amazing for me. But do you have a favorite moment of the day?
Definitely missing my first 6.
While Calgary holds its own as a primary destination, it's also a great launch pad. Of the many possible side trips, today we head into the mountains and we'll be back in Calgary by sundown. It really feels like we've discovered the world's largest fishing lodge.
Well, as my son says, I'm the humblest. I'm really from the downtown. Is that good? I think about Calgary, as a fishing destination. There's everything that you could possibly want as a fisherman right there in that area. But to take remote trips using Calgary as your base camp, is another thing that is just so easy to do, and you've got all of the Canadian Rocky Mountains right there at your fingertips. And whether it's a flight like we're taking today or a drive out, you've got world-class fishing everywhere you go, and that's one of the things I love about living here. It is mind-blowing.
It's a surreal feeling to descend from the skies and to land here in the riverbed. Towering black cliffs on all sides, it feels as though we've dropped into another world. The turquoise water appears almost too stark or too bright to be real. It's in places and moments like this where regaining perspective comes easy. You experience the stillness, feel the mist of a waterfall on your face, and hear the heart story of your fellow traveler, and all is good and right again. Of course, fishing is rarely simply about fishing. If you look closely, there are lessons of wisdom, appreciation, and friendship, and that's the spirit of Calgary. For the casual tourist, Calgary refreshes. And for the brave and daring, Calgary is life-changing, and it'll keep you coming back time and again. Life rarely affords one the opportunity to have it all, but it's in the pursuit of experience and adventure where moments can be derived that last a lifetime.
Sorry guys, we just have to stop for a while. Paul's hungry.
Stop production.
Paul